Good morning. It's still cold out, but it's supposed to get better today. High 40s at least. So we're doing some work around the seed warehouse today. We'll be around the farm there later. But I've got a pallet of 5 bags of corn and a box of beans to go to a customer that I already took a full trailer load of stuff, but this is the rest of their order. They're close, so we're going to load that up and do that here first thing this morning. I got a couple other deliveries we might try and make, and hopefully we're going to treat beans this afternoon, but we're still waiting on some inoculant seed treatment to come. So we'll see. I gotta get the trailer and get us loaded up. Light load, 1 box. All right, well, we got that one made, 1 delivery made. I should do some more. We'll get there. Phil just called me. He's gonna go disc, so that's good. It's really, we didn't get that much rain, so as dry as we were, it soaked it up, and we should be able to go and be just fine. I should jump in the field cultivator, and we will probably do that at some point today, maybe. We'll see. We're kind of waiting. I've got to treat beans, but I'm waiting on this chemical to come in. It was supposed to come yesterday. I'm hoping we get it today. I don't know. We'll see, but I might have a late night in the seed warehouse treating beans tonight, and then delivering from there. But we can't do much until I can get the rest of my beans treated. So while we're waiting, we might go field cultivating. Right now, I've got a bag of grass seed that I need to go pick up for my lawn. All right, I got my stuff. We're back. I'm gonna work in the shop here for a minute. So you guys remember we were having some down pressure issues, specifically row 1 and 7. So I'm tearing row 7 apart a little bit, seeing what we can find. So I've taken motors off, and this connector. Let me flip the camera. This is easy. So this wire harness, it plugs into the planter main harness up here. It's got a couple of branches to go to our down pressure actuator, and then it comes down here. It hooks into this computer, or this row unit. I don't even know what they call that, module, whatever. There's 2 big harnesses into that. This one drives one of the motors. This one goes to the other motor. This one, vac sensor, which we don't have on this row. This one is for our seed tube sensor, and then this one. This is the downforce sensor. It plugs in right here to the actual downforce sensor, and this connection is what I believe is giving us almost all of our trouble. Now, I don't know what the fix is. I don't know if they replaced that whole harness and the sensors on all of these. I don't know. They're supposed to be coming out and bringing me a solution. But I thought, well, let's take it apart and see what we got. I know that they've said that people will pack dielectric grease into these fittings. I said, you can do that. The problem is, if you put too much in there, then it actually pushes the pins out and it makes the problem worse. So we're not going to do that, but I do have, what did I do with it? Oh, I left it over here. I do have some electrical contact cleaner. We're going to spray that and try and clean up the connections a little bit. And then I have some real thin spray-on electrical grease stuff that I think I'm going to go get. I think Dad's got it out in the wood shop, actually. And we'll just spray that on there. It's not thick stuff that's going to push any pins out, but just might help it get a better contact. Dad is taking the field cultivator to the field. Maybe we'll go ride with him in a little bit. Check it out. All right, it is warming up. The sun's coming out. It's not so bad out anymore. I've talked to a couple more customers. We're gonna make some seed deliveries here this afternoon. So we're gonna go down and get a bunch of paper bags loaded up. I got a couple of guys, they're not too far away, but they buy everything in paper bags, and we got a trailer load of them to go. So we'll get those loaded up and come back and load up again. Never ever fails that the seed that I need is the bottom pallet clear in the back, and you got to move everything to get to it. But I found it. This is what we need. We need 27 bags off of here. We've got our beans ready to go. I am pretty sure that the next customer that we're delivering to when we get back gets the rest of that pallet though, so it's actually okay. We need some pallets. Load number 1. Ready to go. We're gonna head out. I basically told 2 people that I would be there at the same time. This load and the next load. So I'm hoping to be a little early to this one, a little late to the next one. It'll be okay. Anyway, it never fails. It never fails, right? So we've already never failed once that the seed you need is in the back. We're doing it again and saying that I waited around half the morning, all day yesterday for some things to happen. People to call me. Didn't. The minute I commit to doing something else, delivering seed, the phone calls I had been waiting for happen. So I got a call from the John Deere dealer about the planter stuff. They're not going to make it today. I asked them what all was involved in this little planter pip. So Deere is fairly good about when they recognize a problem that they have, they fix it. And so they have what they call a PIP, or a product improvement program, and the downforce pressure sensors, the errors that we're getting on our planter, are a very well-known common problem. I knew there was a PIP to address this, and I was told that it was done before we got the planter, before we bought the planter. Turns out there's a couple of different PIPs. One or two of them had been done. This one, the big one, has not been. And the reason that it had not been is because there were no parts available. They just got released a week ago. We put in the order, they've got them for the planter. And essentially what we are going to do is remove all of the existing gauge wheel down pressure sensors, which is the T-handle that's for our depth adjustment on the planter. Put all new ones on, and the problem was in the connector, the wire harness, the connector. And so in order to replace the other end of that connector, it's the wire harness, the main wire harness on each row unit, which connects the one that I showed you earlier that connects all of those motors and sensors and everything together. That whole wire harness is going to get changed on every row. So they said it's like a half-hour per row install job, which means 12 hours to fix this, 12 man hours anyway. And we'll see how many guys they bring down or what they get done. But he did not want to start into it when we might be using it, if it's working. And it's pretty much working at the moment. So it looks like maybe Friday they're going to come down and do that when it's raining again. We'll see. But anyway, so I got that phone call. And then as soon as I started loading seed up, Dad texted me and he says, it's dry, the sun's shining, it's the second half of April, go plant something. Tomorrow, Dad, tomorrow. We'll go plant tomorrow. Load number 2, 4 boxes, a pallet of corn, and a few paper bags of beans. This one's only going 2 miles away. Another one done. One more delivery to make. We got 2 boxes to go somewhere tonight yet. And then, hopefully, I still have not heard about my seed treatment stuff that was supposed to be in yesterday. That one's getting frustrating because I want to treat beans tonight. All right. We've got our deliveries made, and I just got the phone call I have been waiting for 2 days. My inoculant is in. We're going to go pick it up, and we're going to treat beans tonight. Dad's over here working up ground. He's clear in the back right now, so you can't see him very good, but he has got so much stuff for me ready to plant. Oh man, when we can go, we are just gonna fly through some stuff. I got our inoculant. Pick it up from our local retailer. They got hydrous tanks out, 3 sprayers sitting there, spreader, all kinds of stuff happening. Except for that it's 6 o'clock and everybody's gone home for the day, but hey, I understand. I was just getting back to the farm and going down to the seed warehouse to start treating beans, and Dad called me. He lost a nut or something on the packer. I don't know. He needs some help, so we're going to go see if we can help him. That's going to be a problem. I don't know, there's a bolt or something's broken here. I'm not sure. The other ones look like this with a bolt sticking through the end, so I don't have what we need to fix it. We're going to have to take this home and take it apart, take this bearing off. Fortunately, this one's accessible. You can get to it fairly easy, but we're going to need a chain to chain it up and then take it home. He's coming up the back side of that field because it's closer to come this way to the road than to go the other way, so he's getting stuff folded and trying to make it up here. We'll see if he makes it or not. I've got to chain it in the truck, but while we're waiting, this is where we planted corn the other day. Let's do a corn check. Just dig right here on the end rows. I see it. This stuff's just starting to sprout. Just pushing a little baby sprout out there. Not as far along as the stuff we planted day one. Let's see, what day did I plant this? Thursday? Thursday last week. It's now Tuesday. It's fine. It's sitting under its blanket of dirt. Alright, let's get this thing chained up so we can get it home. That should work. That chain's tight. Now it's not just hanging on by that little edge there. So, alright, he should be good to go home. Parts on hand is going to pay off here. I'm pretty sure this is the piece that's bad. That's that. Sweet.
The big flat washer.
Well,
oh, we got the washers?
All we need is a bolt.
Oh, maybe they go.
Nah, they gotta go on the outside. Outside of the bearing.
But the other ones are thicker, aren't they?
Oh, there's some different stuff on there. Maybe. Let's look at the other side. Okay, well, that part was easy. Now we're just these big spacers out here that the other ones seem to have. I don't know if the center section's any different. No. So we gotta figure something out there, and we gotta find a bolt. We took one of the other bearing or gang things apart so we can see what we're dealing with. This piece here is going to be the killer. We don't have one of those or one of these. This you could just pretty much make up with washers, find a bolt, but that one is a little bit more specialized that I don't think we're going to be able to replicate. I don't know about this. I'm not so sure here. So we are short these two washers, right? These two pieces. Dad's gonna make his own. He's currently shortening a bolt. We have bolts that are all too long, so he's making one shorter so it will work, and then he's gonna cut his own washers. We'll see how this goes. We've got a bolt. Now we just need some washers. It'll work.
Well, do I need to cut that, Diet? Can I leave?
No, you can leave it extra. You got plenty of room. It just fits on the outside of that bearing, so yeah, it can be oversized. Oh, not quite there yet. Washer number one. There you go. Two more to go. It's done. Totally usable. I will show you guys sometime. I missed it there, but Phil's back with a disc, and I need to go disc the field around my barn where the plot's going to go tomorrow. We got to get it done tonight. So there's only 15 acres or so there, but we're going to go do that right now. All right, well, I stopped and went in the house for a little bit and put the boys to bed because it was about that time, and now it's dark. So we're just getting started here. Like I said, there's only about 15 acres. This won't take too terribly long. It should go pretty quick. All right, well, we're just about done. It's dark. It's been dusty. Now I'm going over some stuff a second time, so it's not so bad now, but you can't see much anyway. At least you couldn't. So I didn't bother filming much because, yeah, that. And my phone's going to die, so there's also that. But we've about got this knocked out. I think it worked out pretty good. It's sort of hard to see when it's dark here, but right up in front of me, there's a little area where Dad cleared some trees out last year around his standpipe and stuff. It's a little rough, so I'm going to go over some of this a second time, just trying to level it up. I don't know how much of it we're going to be able to plant anyway, but most of it worked up nice, so we got a few passes to do on the ends, and we'll get out of here, and then we got some beans to tree. Alright, we're done with the tillage. It's about 9:30. We've got approximately 700 units of beans to treat. It's going to be a late one. Alright, we are starting the second box here. It's 10:40. We're glittery already. We got a lot of boxes to treat. We're going to do 700 units here, or close to it. I got the first 6 out, and they're all getting the same treatment, and then the rest of them we're going to add to it. These are getting the Cruiser Max and the Exceed, the Inoculant. The rest of them are getting both of those plus the heads up. So I wanted to run these out first, and then we can add it and make sure our proportions and ratios are right from there. So I'm just going to try and hustle through these as quick as we can because it's already late and I don't want to be out here at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm probably not going to film much. Oh, also I have to edit this video while I'm doing this. We are rolling through the beans here. We've got 10 boxes done. It's an hour later. It's 11:41 here. We've got, I think, 8 more-ish to do. So I'm doing pretty well. Those are all for a customer. Everything from now on, probably, is for us. And will likely get planted tomorrow, or at least a good number of them. All right, I'm calling it. We got done what we intended to get done. I do have 4 more boxes of this same variety to treat, but I'm out of inoculant. 2 of those boxes need inoculant. 2 of them just need a straight Cruiser Max stuff that I could just do those now, but they're not critical that they get done now, and it is 12:30 a.m. I'm tired, so put this off to the side. We're gonna get our other box down, put it off to the side, plug the forklift in so it charges, and I'm calling it a night. Have a good night, everybody. We will see you in the morning. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. We're gonna try and deliver some of this seed if the customer will take it in the morning. And then we are doing a bean plot tomorrow. We're gonna plant the bean plot right here behind the seed warehouse. We're probably gonna switch the planter over to corn after that and go plant some corn. Dad is kind of pushing me. I told him I was gonna do the bean plot and he kind of scoffed a little bit, like, why are you wasting your time with that? Go plant. So we're gonna do our best to get a bunch done tomorrow. Phil's gonna plant beans, I'm gonna plant. Dad's gonna run the field cultivator, Brock's gonna be here, he's gonna run a disc, we'll get a lot done. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really, really appreciate it. Head on over to farmfocus.com, grab yourself some Borderview Farms apparel, merchandise. See ya.